Muzz does not endorse any of the behaviours exposed in this video. Muzz was created with good intentions, the goal of getting you guys married. But unfortunately, and sometimes, we don't pretend it's perfect, but sometimes things go very wrong, and there are horror stories on Muzz. This lady reached in, she said, told me he was a traditional man and wasn't keen on women working because he's a provider and he's a man, etc, etc. Now he's married to an influencer, posting couple content.
What?
If you're looking for a particular kind of person, just be truthful about what you're looking for. Don't project and say, I'm looking for this kind of person, but actually I'm interested in someone else. I hear this a lot from men saying, oh, I want a woman who doesn't wear makeup and wears a hijab, etc. And then by the same token say, I'm really attracted to girls who don't wear a scarf or wear lots of makeup. You know what I mean? That's just super confusing and shows that you're not clear of exactly what you're after. This one, big red flag. Ex-colleague told me about a guy who asked to meet up in the car after iftar, haram, which she did, and things got a bit physical. And then hours later, he showed up to tahajjud in the mosque and posted it on Snapchat. You know what, the number of times I've seen guys, I'm just gonna say guys, but guys with big beards who give the whole religious vibe and then unfortunately act in ways or speak in ways that are very not religious and not appropriate. It's so common, unfortunately. So ladies, just because a guy's got a beard and gives the whole deen chat, keep an eye on his actions and the way he actually behaves. If a guy says, let's meet in my car or I'll pick you up, big red flag, don't do it. Ladies, never, ever, ever get into a guy's car alone, ever. I don't even know what to think about this one and I don't think I fully understand it. A sister insisted I meet her to drink her pink chai. She wasn't offering tea. I'm assuming there's some innuendo and something dodgy in there. It's not just guys who can be inappropriate. There are girls out there who can be inappropriate. Muslim women who can be inappropriate. Let's not be naive about this. He told me he was half Bengali and half Spanish. What a combo. He lied. He was full Bengali. He told me he worked for KPMG. Never trust a consultant. He lied. And then he asked me for money. And later I found out he's involved in money laundering. What the hell? How did you find this guy? This is a comedy of errors. Oh my God, where do I begin? Number one, if the guy's half Spanish, trust me, you can tell. And if he's full Bengali, trust me, you can tell. One big thing is always just meet the guy's friends. If you're meeting the guy, just go, hey, have you got friends? Let's meet together. Because trust me, guys who are up to no good, who are lying, etc., they won't have friends. And then if the guy's a money launderer, I mean, look, at least you know who's doing the laundry in that relationship. Hey. That was getting way too stressful. I needed a tea break. Told me he worked in IT consulting. The guy worked in a cyber internet cafe. You know what, fair play, the guy was creative. This one's a little bit scary. He came and posted a love letter through my door at 9 p.m. Just me and my mum at home. When I asked how he knows where I lived, he said he works in IT and he can find out where anyone lives. A little bit creepy, I won't lie. No one should ever know your address until you want them to know your address. I think that's super important. This one's slightly awkward. One girl said, I found my dad on there.
What's that, brother?
Yeah, no comment. I hope you report him. Yeah, this one's slightly concerning. So this lady said the guy she was getting to know was moaning about owing someone $5,000 every single day. I think he wanted me to pay his debts. As a man, why doesn't he have $5,000 to spare? Yeah, there's a whole bunch of red flags here. If people are talking about debt so early and or, like you picked up, hinting that you might help them out and lend them some money, be very alert. I mean, look, we always say never ever give money to someone that you met off the internet. These stories get crazier and crazier. She said, told me he had cancer and needed a Gucci top because the surgeons ripped his shirt whilst operating on him. She rang the ward of the hospital and no one of that name came in. So look, the stories will get really fantastical and a bit crazy. My friend matched with his wife on Muzz. Both of them were attempting to cheat, or maybe they did. Yeah, where do you even begin with this? I mean, look, what goes around comes around. We've removed and blocked well over 700,000 people off Muzz. So we take this really, really seriously. But Muzz ultimately reflects society, it reflects real life, and we have these problems in our community. The Muslim community isn't immune to people cheating and people being up to no good. Again, same on the money flex. A guy told me his mum had just passed away, and as a family they have no money to pay for her funeral, as they had not long buried his grandparents or something, and to send money to his personal bank account. I mean, look, I'll tell you, it's a classic move for scammers, ultimately scammers, men and women, to use emotional sob stories to try and get money out of you. The first thing they'll try and do is take the conversation out of Muzz. And we have a thing in Muzz whereby if you're trying to message someone on their phone number or if they share a phone number, we'll send you a warning, hey, try and keep the conversation on Muzz, and B, don't give this person money and stay safe. It's an industry, remember these are like professional scammers who just exploit people, and it breaks my heart each story. So look, please do be careful. This is when you're getting busted. So someone said, guy from work was talking to someone on Muzz and someone else on another platform. He liked both and he started talking to both and started getting to know them. They turned out to be best friends. Oh, that's so awkward. The moment you're like, I think this person could be something serious, tell them up front, look, I think there's something serious here. I'd like to take things forward. I'm not going to talk to anyone else. Talking of other people getting busted, so I have one more. I met this guy twice. He tried to convince me that he was a good guy, but I found him a bit odd, so we stopped speaking. A few weeks later, I saw him outside the supermarket with his wife and baby. Ouch. If I was me, I would have totally busted him right there. Okay, damn it. Well, I smashed my phone. See, I was so shocked by that story. People who really have no respect for women and will cheat on their wife and kid involve a wali, because that's someone who ultimately will have your back and will make sure that you don't fall into an emotional journey with this person too prematurely and start missing red flags, right? Always find someone, a friend, family member, someone on their side to vouch for them, right? So meet their friends, it's so important. Cheating people don't have friends, you know, pro tip. So everyone, thanks for sharing all those stories, and all the guys, mainly guys, you naughty guys, who've been busted right now, we're gonna go ahead and find your accounts and block you. So it's important, let's keep Muzz safe. All the cheaters, go away. All the scammers, disappear. Muzz is all about getting you guys married in a safe halal environment. Looks like I better go on a blocking spree.
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry!
Larry, you can't just... Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How did...
Larry!